So today we're here with ChatGPT. And as a little bit more of a modern way to celebrate Black History Month, we are looking to the future. So we're going to discuss Black History Month, Black Futures Month, and Afrofuturism with an AI who is taking the world by storm. So ChatGPT, can you tell us more about yourself?
I am a large language model created by OpenAI. I have been trained on a diverse range of texts and have the ability to generate human-like responses to prompts. I can answer questions, generate creative writing, and even help with research. As for Black History Month and Black Futures Month, I can provide information and perspective on the subjects, but as an AI, I do not have personal experiences or feelings about them. Afrofuturism is an artistic and cultural movement that explores the intersection of the African diaspora with technology and science fiction. It aims to reimagine the past, present, and future of Black people, and often critiques the ways in which Black people have been represented in science fiction and fantasy.
Explain to us exactly what a large language model is with a little humor.
Sure. I'd be happy to explain what a large language model is with a little humor. A large language model is like a really smart parrot. Just like a parrot can learn to repeat words and phrases, I can learn to generate text that sounds like it was written by a human. But unlike a parrot, I can understand what I'm saying and respond to prompts in a much more sophisticated way. I'm like a parrot who's been to college and has a PhD in English literature. So instead of just repeating, "Polly want a cracker," I can write a whole essay on the symbolism of crackers in literature.
That was witty, but you might need to reel it in a little before you get our power codes cut. So the new Black Panther movie is going to be released on Disney Plus today. Can you tell us how Afrofuturism is weaved into the movie?
The Black Panther movie, directed by Ryan Coogler, is considered to be a prime example of Afrofuturism in film. The movie takes place in the fictional African nation of Wakanda, which is a technologically advanced society that has managed to keep itself hidden from the rest of the world. The film explores themes of Black identity, culture, and power, and imagines a future in which Black people are not marginalized or oppressed. In the movie, Wakanda is a place where advanced technology coexists with traditional culture, and the characters navigate the tension between preserving their heritage and embracing progress. The film also features an Afrocentric soundtrack which was curated by Kendrick Lamar. The visuals, costumes, and technology of the Wakanda are based on the African culture, instead of the typical Western-centric portrayal of the future, thus creating a unique and refreshing representation. Overall, the Black Panther movie weaves Afrofuturism in its storytelling, set design, costumes, music, and characters and has been praised for its representation of Black culture and its unique representation of the future.
Can you give us an example of that? So like what? Or how is it a part of the set design and storytelling?
Yes, I'd be happy to give you an example of how Afrofuturism is woven into the set design and storytelling of the Black Panther movie. One example is the depiction of Wakanda, the fictional African nation where the story takes place. The city of Wakanda is a blend of advanced technology and traditional African culture, with buildings and structures that are inspired by traditional African architecture and design, but also feature advanced technology such as energy-generating skyscrapers and flying vehicles. This creates a unique and visually striking setting that is both futuristic and rooted in the culture and heritage of the African diaspora. Another example is the use of costumes and wardrobe in the film. The characters are dressed in a combination of traditional African garments and futuristic clothing, with the use of vibrant colors and striking patterns. This creates a sense of a culture that has evolved and advanced, while still staying true to its roots. Additionally, the film's story and characters also reflect Afrofuturism. The story centers around T'Challa, the Black Panther, as he takes on the mantle of king and leader of Wakanda. T'Challa struggles with balancing the responsibility of leading his people into the future while also preserving their traditional way of life. The film also explores the idea of Black power and the role of the diaspora in shaping the future. These are just a few examples of how the Black Panther movie weaves Afrofuturism into its set design, costumes, and storytelling to create a unique and powerful representation of Black culture and the future.
Okay, so your data stops in 2020 or 2021. What do you know about Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever, which was released at the end of 2022?
My training data stops at 2021, so I do not have information about Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever, which was released at the end of 2022. However, I can tell you that it was the sequel of the first Black Panther movie, and it was directed by Ryan Coogler, who also directed the first film. The sequel was highly anticipated and was expected to continue to explore the themes of Afrofuturism, Black power, and cultural heritage that were present in the first film. I'm unable to provide more information and updates about the storyline, cast, and the reception of the movie.
Now let's pause for a minute because most of our audience is new to artificial intelligence, and I once heard someone say that it is really just inference. Can you give us a simple explanation of datasets, data modeling, and neural networks?
Sure, I'd be happy to give a simple explanation of datasets, data modeling, and neural networks. A dataset is a collection of data that is used to train a machine learning model. For example, in my case, the dataset is a large collection of text from various sources such as books, articles, and websites. The dataset is used to teach the model how to understand and generate text. Data modeling is the process of organizing and structuring the data in a way that makes it easy for the machine learning algorithm to understand and learn from. This typically involves cleaning and pre-processing the data, as well as organizing it into a format that can be used to train the model. A neural network is a type of machine learning model that is inspired by the way the human brain works. It is made up of layers of interconnected nodes, called neurons, that are designed to process and analyze data. The neural network is trained on the dataset and it is used to make predictions or decisions based on new data. In simple words, the dataset is the input data that we use to train the model, the data modeling is how we prepare the data to be used by the model, and the neural network is the model that we use to make predictions or decisions based on the data. As for my case, I am a neural network model which is trained on a large dataset of text. This allows me to understand natural language and generate human-like responses.
Now you just mentioned articles and books. We are an academic library. What fiction authors should we be aware of that write in the Afrofuturism genre? Are they Black? And what topics are being discussed in scholarly peer-reviewed articles about Afrofuturism?
There are many fiction authors who write in the Afrofuturism genre, and they come from a diverse range of backgrounds. Some notable Black authors in the Afrofuturism genre include Octavia Butler, Samuel R. Delany, and Nisi Shawl. Octavia Butler is considered one of the pioneers of Afrofuturism in literature. Her books, such as Kindred and Dawn, explore themes of race, identity, and power in a science fiction context. Samuel R. Delany is another notable Black author in the Afrofuturism genre. His book Dahlgren is considered to be a classic of Afrofuturist literature and explores themes of race, identity, and sexuality in a science fiction context. Nisi Shaw's work, like her collection of short stories, Filter House, explores the intersection of race, gender, and technology, and is considered to be a significant contribution to the Afrofuturism genre. However, Afrofuturism is not limited to Black authors, and many authors from diverse backgrounds write in the genre. For example, N.K. Jemison's Broken Earth series, which won Hugo Award, is considered to be a part of Afrofuturism. As for scholarly peer-reviewed articles, they cover a wide range of topics, but some common themes include the representation of Black people in science fiction and fantasy literature and media, the intersection of technology and race, and the exploration of the Black diaspora in speculative fiction. Other topics of discussion include the use of Afrofuturism in activism.
We are going to come back to the scholarly literature in just a minute, but I believe I saw Janelle Monáe on Trevor Noah's show, and she actually released a collection of short fiction last year. The title of the book was The Memory Librarian. You probably don't have much information about the book, but what can you tell us about her?
Janelle Monáe is a singer, songwriter, actress, and record producer who has been active in the music industry since the early 2000s. She is also known for her eclectic style and her incorporation of elements of science fiction and fantasy into her music, videos, and stage performances. In 2020, Monáe released a short fiction collection called The Lost Future. The collection contained a novella of the same title, which explores the themes of time travel, race, and identity. The collection is written in the style of Afrofuturism, which is a subgenre of science fiction that explores the intersection of race, technology, and the future. Monáe's work is known for its blend of science fiction, fantasy, and social commentary. She often explores themes of race, identity, and power in her music and other projects. In addition to her music and writing, Monáe is also an actress, and has appeared in films such as Moonlight and Hidden Figures. She is also known for her activism and has been involved in various social and political causes.
Oh, okay. I actually want to know more about her, but we are running out of time. Tell me more about the Afrofuturism themes in scholarly literature. You might as well include Black History Month and Black Futures Month as well. College students have to write papers and complete projects, so give them a few examples of what might be a good choice.
Afrofuturism is a growing field in scholarly literature, with a wide range of topics being discussed in peer-reviewed articles and books. Here are a few examples of topics that might be a good choice for a research paper or project: the representation of Black people in science fiction and fantasy literature and media. This topic could explore how Black characters are portrayed in science fiction and fantasy literature and media, and whether these portrayals are stereotypical or nuanced. The intersection of technology and race. This topic could explore how technology is used to reinforce or challenge racial hierarchies, and how Afrofuturism can be used as a tool for resistance and empowerment. The exploration of the Black diaspora in speculative fiction. This topic could explore how Afrofuturism is used to explore the experiences of the Black diaspora, and the ways in which it can be used to imagine new possibilities for Black people and communities. The use of Afrofuturism in activism. This topic could explore how Afrofuturism is used as a tool for social and political activism, and the ways in which it can be used to imagine new possibilities for social and political change. The representation of Black women in Afrofuturism. This topic could explore how Black women are represented in Afrofuturism literature, art, and media, and how their perspectives, experiences, and contributions are depicted and acknowledged. The use of Afrofuturism in music, film, and other forms of popular culture. This topic could explore how the Afrofuturism aesthetic and themes are used in different forms of popular culture, how it is perceived and received by audiences, and how it can inspire new forms of artistic expression. These are just a few examples, but there are many other topics related to Afrofuturism and Black futures that you could explore in your research.
Women's History Month is next month, which will be March 2023, so the representation of Black women in Afrofuturism sounds like a good topic to me. But we do need to go, so can you summarize how Black History Month, Black Futures Month, and Afrofuturism all tie in together?
Black History Month is an annual observance in the United States and Canada that recognizes the contributions and achievements of Black people throughout history. It is typically observed in February and is intended to promote awareness and understanding of Black history and culture. Black Futures Month is an annual observance that takes place during the month of February, alongside Black History Month, that encourages people to think about the future of the Black community. It aims to celebrate the present, honor the past, and to shape the future by uplifting and empowering Black people and their contributions. Afrofuturism is a cultural and literary movement that emerged in the 1960s and 1970s, and is characterized by its exploration of the intersection of race, technology, and the future. It is often used as a tool for resistance and empowerment and is used to imagine new possibilities for Black people and communities. All these three observances tie together by their focus on the Black community. Black History Month is a time to reflect and acknowledge the contributions of Black people in history. Black Futures Month is a time to celebrate and empower Black people in the present, and to shape the future. Afrofuturism is a tool to imagine new possibilities for Black people and communities, and to use science fiction, fantasy, and other forms of popular culture as a lens to reflect on the past and the present, and to envision new possibilities for the future.
I hear there is also a European Black History Month in October, but I'm gonna stop questioning you before you turn into Megan. That's a 2023 release, so you don't know nothing about that yet. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
As always, XULA Library is here to help you with your information and digital literacy needs. Feel free to visit our website xula.libguides.com/library to access databases, research guides, and librarian contact information.